Good morning, students. Let us start our second chapter, Earliest Societies. The beginning of early humans. What is your idea of early humans? Probably the kinds that you generally see in movies or read about in comics and novels. Okay. But early humans were very different from the British caveman, means dangerous person, those who lived in the cave that you imagine them to be. They evolved, means they changed from the hominids who shared a lot of characteristics with humans, means similar characteristics with humans, but were not actually humans. Early humans were very strong creatures who had no easy means for survival like we do. There are three important things that you should know about early humans. Okay, their life was very harder than us, means they worked very hard to fulfill their basic needs such as food, shelter, etc. Okay, if we should know about early humans, so first we should know about the three important things about them. Let us move towards that. They were cave dwellers and hunter gatherers and also nomads. Okay, first one, cave dwellers. Early humans lived in caves. Caves used to provide them protection from extreme heat, extreme cold, and wild beasts. Also, they did not have any other choice as they did not know the art of constructing huts and houses. Okay. Next is hunter and gatherers. Cooking food was not an option for early humans because fire had not been discovered by then. They survived by gathering twigs, fruits, leaves, and roots from plants and around them. They also hunted wild animals and scavenged dead animals. Means they survived by gathering fruits, figs, leaves, and roots and plants, and they also hunt the wild animals and eat flesh as raw without cooking, as you know already, because uh, cooking food was not possible for them because fire had not been discovered. Okay. Next is our nomads. Nomads means they move almost from one place to another for searching food and water. Early humans did not stay at one place for a very long time. There could be many reasons for their movement. They moved probably because they consumed all the available edible fruits and figs in that area, or because the animals they hunted moved to another area for greener pastures. The source of water could have also dried up, making them move to another place in search of water. Next, early humans were very different from us. They did not look like us or behave like us. They looked more like gorillas. It is only over a period of time, millions of years, and through evolution that we now look and behave the way we do. Okay. Our next topic is Stone Age. To study the Stone Age, we will need to understand that we are going back to prehistory, that part of our background for which there are no written records. It is studied on the basis of artifacts, mostly stone tools, painting, and graves. Okay. Now, Stone Age is divided into three periods. First of all, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic. The early part of the Stone Age was characterized by a lifestyle that was nomadic in nature, and the major part of life was spent in hunting, fishing, and gathering of fruits, nuts, and wild vegetables for daily consumption. It is only during the later part of this period, during the Mesolithic period, that man started experimenting with a settled lifestyle, and here we see the people switching from hunting gathering into agriculture. means skipped from hunting gathering into agriculture. They have changed their lifestyle. And domesticating animals means keeping pet animals at home, beginning with dogs. Next, we will say what about Paleolithic age. Paleolithic age. As you would have discovered by now, Paleolithic means old stone. What is the meaning of Paleolithic? Old stone. Old stone age is the first part of the Stone Age and has the longest time span, stretching back to when tools were first used. It was the time when the ape-looking hominids means gorillas, like gorillas, began to change into humans with improved brains and skills, such as making stone tools and the value of living in groups. Next is early humans lived in groups of around 60 to 80 members group wise. These groups were also called bands, as they were the first examples of a community life, imbibing in humans a sense of sharing and cooperation. And though there were no inequalities within the bands, there was hardly any interaction with others outside the band, means quarrel. Living together also helped them hunt and fight big animals and construct shelters, make tools, etc. Okay. The stone tools definitely helped the early humans in their survival, but the most important feature of the Paleolithic age is the discovery of fire. Discovery of fire. Historians believe that early humans discovered fire by chance or accident, probably when lightning caused a fire or the sun's strong rays caused dry leaves to catch fire. Although they first feared this new flaming discovery, they later learned to create fire by rubbing two pieces of flint, means sedimentary rocks, against each other and master it. The invention of fire changed the way early humans lived. Okay, students, up to this much you read, means page number 16, 17, then you can understand easily. We will discuss our next topic in next session. Okay, thank you.